Hi friends, this is the series of warm-up exercises that we do in Qigong. It's called Ben Gong. I'm going to take you through it. It's only a couple of minutes. So we're going to start in the Wuji position. Feet shoulder width apart, head reaching up to the stars, shoulders nice and relaxed, resting on the rib cage on the hips, with a little bit of a bend in the knees, just to keep us grounded and, not going like this, but really kind of nice and relaxed. A little bird egg under each armpit so that our arms have a little bit of distance from the body. And now we're going to start by doing the first exercise, chicken pecks the rice. We gaze up and down. Remember when you're doing this, not to bend your neck all the way back, but just to stretch up and down. You can even visualize that chicken pecking the rice. Maybe breathing in and out on the exhale as we look down. Next, wise old owl gazing back. Look over the shoulder and into the center. Over the shoulder and back to the center. Always remember in Qigong, we do 70% of 100%, or maybe 5% of 100%. Always being mindful of any injuries, any pain. If anything hurts, you stop. If you want to do the movement just in the tiniest way, that's okay too. Okay, one more on this side and into the center. Now we're going to cup underneath the armpit, scooping forward, lubricating the joints. Again, if you have any injury, you can simply do this, or you can pass on this exercise. No heroics. And now we're going to reverse with the hands scooping forward. And the other side. You might find that one side is easier than the other. And again, always, if there's discomfort, you just stop. Okay, and reverse. Feeling those joints getting a nice workout. All right, now your hands against your back. And we're going to do our little hula hips. Remember, not like this, just gentle circles. Giving our back some good support. And remember, this is something you can do quickly every day. Doesn't take a lot of thought. And reverse those circles. Maybe doing 5 or 6 rotations, whatever feels right to you. Okay, now let's imagine there's a little laser pointer on your coccyx, your hands on what we call the quad. That's just at this indentation here where the legs meet the groin. And you're going to imagine that you're making tiny, tiny laser circles from that coccyx area. And let's reverse those circles. All right, moving down to the knees. You can have your hands on your thighs or on your knees, whatever comfortable. And we're going to make little rotations. You can bring your feet together for this. If it feels good, With your knees lovely, again, if there's any discomfort, just skip it. And let's reverse. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is have your hands on your hips, and I'd like you to have a little bend in the hip, in the knee, excuse me, and straighten. Not flexing back, just straighten. Maybe feeling like you're using your thighs and your back to pull up those knees. Call this flexing and extending. Okay, moving on to the feet. Let's rotate onto the ball of the foot. Always good to have a chair next to you, right? This is not gymnastics. The ball of the foot, we're going to do a rotation on that ball. Give it a little massage one way. We forget how hard our feet work during the day. And let's reverse that circle. And if you'd like, you might give your ankle a little rotation also. Okay, and let's rotate the ball of the foot on the other side around in a circle. And now back the other way. And now you might want to just lift your foot for a moment. Give those ankles a nice little rotation. And foot on the floor. Let's close out that practice by lifting our arms and settling once, twice, 3 times, and we're done. Nice job.